I don't see this not doing as good, if not better, than Deadpool Wolverine.
Didn't that do $1 billion?
Yeah, I genuinely believe that this will do $1 billion.
Oh my god!
Oh, I love to laugh.
Is this the best DC ever?
You're the best around. Nothing's gonna ever keep you down. You're the best.
Tell me you liked the movie.
I mean, it was so good. It was the perfect movie for our times. I think that's what made Superman stand out.
Do I think this is the best Superman movie ever made? Yeah, I think I do.
But it might just be the best Superman movie ever made.
Yeah, this is probably the best Superman movie ever made.
That is how this movie surpassed high expectations.
Yeah.
It was so good. I loved it so much.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it. I think it's definitely among the very best Superman movies that have ever been made.
This is top 3 DC Comics films ever, in my opinion.
So yeah, as far as I'm concerned, this is a perfect 10 out of 10.
No.
Now, I think we can all agree, right, that the people in this compilation are taking things just a little bit too far.
Do you think?
Like this movie, it's not gonna save the world. It's not gonna save mankind. Or is it?
It is so Superman, I actually believe that it can help the world. It is so full of hope and wonder.
But I love this movie. This is the movie the world needs right now.
And it is so full of reverence for humanity. I actually think it can help people and culture and society.
Ginger retard!
Right, anyway, really makes you wonder, doesn't it, if somebody sent these people a memo as for what to say when talking about this movie.
This is the best Superman movie. That's what I'll say.
Absolutely.
Because most of the people in this compilation saw the movie before the general public did and published their reviews before the movie even came out. So, was getting the narrative that this is the best Superman movie out before the movie even released a plan to try and boost box office numbers by these shill influencers?
Don't let my calm demeanor fool you. It is only because I am so confident in how I feel about this movie.
And another question that absolutely needs to be asked, do you really believe that this is the best quote-unquote Superman movie?
It's my favorite Superman movie I've ever seen. You could accuse me of recency bias. You can say it's hyperbole, call me a shill. I don't give a shit. I really feel like this is the best Superman movie.
Or are you just saying that because you had an interview with James Gunn that very same day, which leads us to defense number 2.
But it was about halfway through this movie where it just hit me. I think it was like being kind is punk rock. I was like, that's my Superman.
Yeah, well, I love that, man. I love that. I appreciate it. He's my Superman too.
Yeah.
I hate some of these.
Clearly, James Gunn learned a lot in his time at Disney, specifically in this case, seeking out shill influencers, only the ones that always lean positive in their movie coverage, of course. Invite them to the premiere, give them access to himself and the cast.
Yeah, so I got to chat with some of those actors, and I got to chat with James Gunn, and I really love talking to James Gunn.
I sit on a chair right next to James Gunn with Eddie Gathegi as Mr. Terrific right behind me. Steve Agee, who plays Economos from Peacemaker, is right behind me as well. And I myself am supposed to meet David Cornsweet and film some content with him.
So enjoy this interview with head of DC Studios, James Gunn. Should we go ahead and get started?
Do it.
If you guys don't mind, I have a quick question for James.
Now, isn't it interesting how content creators who are more critical of James Gunn and his DCU, even those who get more engagement than these shills do, don't seem to get interviews like this? Funny how that works, isn't it?
That cannot be a coincidence.
James is back there who I really respect the work of, and there's a lot of people who I don't respect, and he is one of the people I do.
And I'm sure that has nothing to do with the fact that he literally gave you a job.
I have now seen the movie that for a year I have tirelessly worked on and talked about and promoted, having not seen the film, wondering what the experience would be, and I get to work within the studio system about this film, and I've tripled down on this movie. Like I've been so enthusiastic about this being good.
Really? What a shock. And if you're wondering how James Gunn finds these people, well, he watches them.
I watch your podcast, but yours is the one I have to be careful when I watch because you've got that dog on there.
The moments in the interview that really resonated with me was his particular fandom of the Screen Crush channel and New Rockstars and all of that stuff. Yeah. So, you know, he's just as much of a supporter of what we do and what we all make and everything as much as we are of him. And that, I think that really showed through.
So when you see people completely selling out for James Gunn and completely selling out for this movie.
Well, and I mean, not to glaze James Gunn, but I mean, I will. I mean, he's yet to put out a film that I didn't like.
This movie is excellent. James Gunn did a fantastic job.
Yeah, James Gunn has done it. He's done it. He has single-handedly saved DC films.
Before James Gunn joined the DC side of things, like, things just weren't fun. Like, we had, like, you know, some decent
They
movies here
weren't
and there,
James
but, like,
Fun, and
exactly.
now they
We need
are.
some James Fun in some DC movies, and we finally have it.
It's perfectly logical to ask, are they being genuine and sincere, or are they overhyping and over-embellishing in hopes that James Gunn notices them and gives them access to the next James Gunn DCU production?
And James Gunn, thank you for writing and directing the Superman that I never thought we'd get.
I personally think that these people are selling out and that they wouldn't be this high on the movie if they didn't have their access.
As you can tell, I loved it. 4.5 stars. I've only given 25 films ever 5 stars, so 4.5 stars is about as high as I go.
Hit the like button if you agree.
Do it.
So we do need to talk about this this clan of dumbasses that think that James Gunn and his DCU are somehow a failure.
But if you went into this movie not expecting it to be a James Gunn movie, that's on you. James Gunn, in all of his shows, takes a shot at, like, incel culture, toxic masculinity.
These clickbait grifters whose entire business model is shit-talking movies and TV shows and pretending, oh, they're woke, whatever the fuck that means. These guys, they're so pathetic.
Triggered.
Don't sit there and pretend like because somebody liked it, that means that they're a paid shill or something like that. Be able to admit that other people liked it.
Yes, of course there are people out there who like this movie, no one's denying that. But we're not calling them paid shills. Obviously you know that if you've been watching this video so far in its entirety. We are calling out people who appear to be selling out to James Gunn for reasons other than liking this movie. Those are the paid shills. I know it's difficult, but do your research.
They're idiots, and I feel bad picking on them because...
Picking on them?
I'm going to be careful. There's probably something wrong with them.
So you're saying that there's something wrong mentally with the toxic grifters, as you call them, provides no evidence, of course. Meanwhile, the perfectly sane James Gunn supporters are advocating for violence towards anyone who dares make fun of his precious Superman movie.
Out of nowhere, this person texts me at 1:30 in the morning and says a movie that I like is trash, unprovoked. Superman is garbage. That is ground to get your ass beat.
Especially as Lex's truly gonzo supervillain scheme grants Gunn the opportunity to crunch targets from dictators to toxic tweeters to paramilitary thugs to gamer chuds into one big ball of guys who deserve a super ass kicking, and I am here for it.
Oh, look at me, I'm shaking in my little space boots.
In today's age, we definitely need, like, heroes that will stand up to authority figures because, like, my God,
bullies.
We don't got that over here. We ain't got that. We need more of that.
Well, I think you got to take it one step further and go full Hawk Girl and drop a motherfucker.
Whoa!
Everybody just relax.
You forgot to say in Minecraft, buddy.
I built a base out in the plains, made a potato farm.
This movie is super political in the best way possible, and it's really not even this movie's fault. It's just how insane our own world has gotten.
It's a little political, I'm not gonna lie. It's definitely a little political. It's about, you know, an alien. What rights does this alien have in this illegal alien in our country?
I know people have been saying that don't make comic book films political. Don't make Superman political. I'm not seeing the film. But at its core, if you're watching Superman and you're not understanding that he is an immigrant, and this is very much a pro-immigrant movie, I don't think you understand Superman and or like Superman.
What?
There was a brilliant headline I saw, I don't know if you saw it, that said, Superman is not trying to be political, we just have real-world supervillains now.
I wonder who they're talking about.
This film tackles toxic fandoms, MAGA, Trump, and ICE, and says all are bad, and if you like them, you're bad.
I'm glad that this movie is going to make certain people uncomfortable, and I'm glad and I'm hopeful that some people will be watching this movie and have that moment from Euphoria when they go, is this about us? That's what I'm hoping for.
You know, remember when movies were for everyone and they provided an escape from the trials and tribulations of the real world where we could all come together despite our differences and enjoy them? Those really were good times, weren't they? And now we're stuck with this.
And I don't care if anyone says like, "Oh, they made it too political." Like, just get fucked, because like there's a genocide happening, and if you don't want to believe it, that's your prerogative.
Just a perfect example that these shills care more about the message than the story and the characters.
A filmmaker and an artist like James Gunn chose to use Superman as a platform to like spread this. That's what you ought to do, man. I'm sorry. I think it's amazing, and I will never hate them for doing that.
Hell no.
And for those of you out there who think that things are going to get better and James Gunn is going to stop doing this, just remember, this is who James Gunn is making his DCU for. This is who he wants in his fandom.
Fuck me.
This is your perfect world, huh?
Here comes the money.
Here we go. Money talk.
Here comes the money.
Man of Steel came out at a time when comic book movies were thriving. The Avengers had just changed everything a year prior, and people were hungry for more. Superman 2025 came out during the fucking depression of comic book films.
So did Deadpool and Wolverine, did it not? I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but didn't it follow the worst performance at the box office of any Disney MCU movie?
So no, Superman was not a failure. That's a data-proven fact.
And I don't care what these people are saying now. Their expectations 6 months to a year ago were that this movie would do significantly better and possibly cross $1 billion, some of them were even saying.
Yeah, you can go back on the Rockstar channel and find several videos where I was like, Fantastic Four and Superman and Jurassic World Rebirth will all make $1 billion worldwide.
Yeah.
Not even close. I was so wrong about that.
I genuinely believe that this will do $1 billion because it's not even technically out yet, and like,
how
many people
I was
have,
gonna say 750.
So even your lowball at $750 million was wrong, and the movie made over $150 million less than that.
Please disperse. Nothing to see here, please.
What was this first scene that made you cry or moment that made you cry? Because according to both of you, you both shed some tears, and I want to know where you cried.
Now, I don't know about all of you, but doesn't this feel like a conversation that should be taking place with 3 women, not 3 individuals who claim to be men?
How important this is to him and how much he is just a boy and his dog in that moment. You know?
The love and care.
Yeah,
It's good writing. Like the writing in this film is really something special.
This is one of those movies that makes you cry out of hope and love, you know? And
Oh,
I think,
yeah.
and I'm going to fucking cry again. It's happening right now.
I'm like dazed.
I know I got a reputation for being someone who's easily pulled to tears, but this was the first Superman movie that made me go like, I want to be a better person, you know? And
oh my God, you're gay.
You hear about Superman and you think about hope, and this was the first time I really felt like I hope I can be a better person. It was so fucking weird. I've never had this with a Superman movie.
There's one moment, and you guys will know the moment when you see it, that had me sobbing, and it just feels like DC is here.
Now, remember, and we talked about this earlier, James Gunn watches these people.
I watch your podcast, but yours is the one I have to be careful when I watch.
Well, James, we're here, Brazil.
I can't believe I'm talking to Soups, the actual real life Soups.
So I can't help it. I have to ask, are these two grown men, and I use that term lightly, crying during their reviews? Is that genuine, or are they just putting on a show for James Gunn?
Honestly, I completely apologize if this reaction review is kind of just a little bit scatterbrained, because I just watched the movie and I'm feeling a lot of things right now. One word that keeps coming to mind is magical.
Pussy. Him saving that squirrel.
Oh no, we haven't. That's a moment for me. I was gonna say the
Freaking
squirrel.
save that squirrel, and like
Huge moment.
It's another one of those things where I'm like, that's.
You cried over the fucking squirrel, dude.
But the fact that even this little creature that there are a million of out there matters enough to Superman when he sees the opportunity is really lovely.
Okay, all right, no, seriously, I think I'm done. Ooh, I think we're done. I think that's good.
All right, everyone, that is it for this video. Make sure to stay tuned on the channel for more James Gunn DCU content. Please like and subscribe, and most importantly, as always, thank you all for watching.